Yeah, a lot of people think I'm mean. Like, yeah, I'm not a mean person. Deadass. Like, I'm the very opposite of that. I'm a very nice person. At least I try to be. You know?
Fuck. People probably think I don't want to drop music. People probably think I just, don't want to. But I don't know. I be in my head so much, I just be tripping, But hey, coming soon.
Let's get it. You heard it here.
Oh shit, bro. Honestly, I would say I've been making music my whole life, just cause shit, I was listening to music before I was born. No cap. My mom had headphones on her stomach when she was pregnant. Like, it was one of those. But I don't know. I just always make noise as a kid. I always want to play drums and shit. But it wasn't until honestly, after high school, I moved to Toronto, and then I came back and I was like, shit, why not? And I just did it. And I've always wanted to, but that move, that change of environment really gave me the actual push, Yes, sir.
So the different environment made you want to...
Yeah, just being outside of what I'm used to, and then wanting to bring something back to that when I come back, that's kind of what made me be like, yo, I'm really doing
You
this.
were working.
I was working, yeah.
You were working when you were down there.
I was out there, yo, I really got out of my box, got out of my shell type shit in Toronto. So when I came back, shit was action, it was live.
I rap.
It's my favorite rapper.
You didn't know?
It's my favorite rapper.
I ghostwrote for verse for Back in Blood. But yeah, real talk. DJing, probably my big bros. All the big homies in the South End that just told me I should pursue a craft, and I really loved music my whole life. So they're like, why don't you start doing this? My niggas out here in 48 were supportive. It just happened. Started quarantine. Got to watch Changs do it for millions of times. Got to watch us shut down clubs, literally.
Yes, sir.
Literally not allowed back at certain clubs.
Certain,
Shout out Dougie. Shout out Dougie Ford.
For real. For real. Shout out Common. But yeah, I'm it's just people pushing me to strive for greatness,
That's the number one shit. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because you have to realize no one has the same relationship with your music that you do, some people might see it a different way. You can't control how they perceive it, but it's just if you fuck with what you're putting out, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Facts. You gotta be a fan of yourself.
You gotta be your biggest fan. Shit, if you're in your head talking about, I don't know if people won't like this, someone's gonna listen to it, someone's gonna fuck with it.
Exactly.
Just put it out, shit.
You never know. You literally in this generation, you never know what's gonna blow up,
Compassion, loyalty, femininity. whatever it is, man. What is it? Yeah.
You're first. Shit, man. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. Me, I be on my level, my shit, bro. Fuck, yeah. But nah, I don't know. I be in my head a lot, so I like a shorty that can keep me on my head. I just be thinking too much, so I like shorties that just do shit. They're fearless. I like fearless. Just be doing shit. Get me not thinking about shit. C'est temps de m'endormir, hein? Shit, man, bedtime.
Nah, she gotta be ambitious. She gotta think that my dreams are too little, and she got bigger ones that I gotta match. She gotta make me feel like I'm not doing enough. Okay. That's the best part, is when shorty more ambitious than you, because it pushes you to become better and strive for even greater goals. Imagine that you meet a shorty that just wants to work at McD's, she's striving for that. How far are you gonna get in life partnered up with that?
I mean, yeah, and it's mentality too. Mentality is a big part, because shout out McD's. I worked at McD's too, but fuck my nigga, it's about the mentality behind it. If she's grinding at McD's to become a manager, to become this, to become that, to infiltrate the system, alright, do your thing, but
she's not comfortable.
You can't be comfortable. If you're just trying to be yeah, I'm just working at McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm a cashier.
This
is it. Curtains.
you don't.
But
Infiltrate is a ham word, huh?
That's a crazy term. Do you feel as though like?
Yes.
I didn't even answer the question yet.
Next question.
Okay.
Personally, I think the pandemic saved my life because not only did it save my pockets, it created a drive in me because I had more time in my hand. It was great for my mental. Was great for like, learning more about yourself, and you see finding something that I want to do and I want to pursue for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether then I was comfortable in what we were doing before. We were making bread, but we were just that stagnant. This pandemic forced me to evolve, forced me to turn a page. So I really I love the pandemic. I don't like how long it's lasting,
Yeah.
but I think I did my time. Now I feel like it's overdue. I need bail. So I need the streets to come back because I got to feed the streets.
Well, in terms of I agree with him in terms of the pandemic saved my life, no cap. But but in terms of limiting self limitations outside of the pandemic, the pandemic removed all those self limitations. The ones I had before, it was I deadass used to be I used to call myself a perfectionist, and now I hate that word because perfect doesn't exist. It's you have to feel whatever you put out, it's as long as you put your shit into that shit, bro, that's you, it's not it has to be perfect, this has to be this, that's how I used to think. When the pandemic hit, it's you think you can control life, God will humble you this, fam. God will be okay, the whole world shut down right now, so what are you gonna do? Okay. Exactly. It's you're either gonna look inside yourself, or you're gonna look outside yourself and keep, you're either gonna keep making excuses, or you're gonna, obviously there's real life shit going on. Yeah. Shout out everyone in the fucking pandemic, but it's a fucking wake up call, no cap.
Now your neighbor from the south. Someone
Shit.
Definitely, yeah.
Why?
Because growing up, he's almost godlike. No pun intended, but he's someone who did everything he set his mind to. Became great, but then he'd be wilding out a lot and saying a lot of things that personally I don't agree with. And when you're a kid, you idolize these people. You don't think they can do any wrong, but they say a lot of things that maybe they believe, and to them it's right, but they could have said it in a better manner in a private place, and it really ruins what they think. I don't really have idols. I mean, my idols are people I know personally, people that push me. I don't believe in idolizing people that you'll never be, or you'll never not never be, but they'll never be your contemporaries. You know what I mean? You'll never be in the same what I'm doing. So why even idolize them? That's just me.
Shit. I mean, in light of recent events on social media, I used to look up to T.I., no cap. I really used to look up to T.I. I can't even cap. And I fuck with T.I. I do. I really do. You can have whatever. Niggas will listen to that shit, on the iPod Nano, stop playing. Bro, but
Yellow school bus time.
That shit that once I hear that shit about him and Tiny and what been going on and all that shit, again, at the end of the day, innocent until proven guilty, but bro, it just gets to a certain point when it's you can't ignore that shit, it's it's I don't know.
It's a lot, yeah.
Nah, how I see it? It's from within. If you're drippy, you're drippy. If you're not drippy, you're not drippy. At the end of the day, it's it's the difference between a basketball player and a hooper. You know what I'm saying? It's some people are hoopers, some people just play basketball.
Okay.
Some people drip, they know how to put on clothes, they look at something and their mind is on okay, this with this, they're watching how their pants fall on the shoes type shit.
Yeah.
Some people just get it, but other people it's clothes are just clothes, basketball is just a sport, but some people are hoopers, some people are in the Final Four.